Okay, just doing a little work here in the shop. Let me shut this fan off. I had to turn that on because I'm trying to clean it up, and there's so much sawdust everywhere. I was blowing it around and just created a cloud of cloud of dust. So anyway, I just show you real quick. This is a project one of the girls are working on. One of the students. There, she made this on the. So I've got some other videos on that if you want to see those. It's a little table. It's a leg for a stool she's making. She's gonna have to come on her lunch break and finish it next semester because she didn't get a. We didn't have enough time to finish, and plus, it's her first time using the lathe, and that one's a little harder than the electric lathe. But I think it's a lot more fun, a lot more satisfying that you can use a foot powered lathe, create a table leg. I think that's pretty cool. And this is this is actually her top. So, and we are missing one of the legs. So I don't know where it's at, but we'll find it. One's on the lathe. I don't know where the other one's at. So I hope we didn't leave it outside or something. But anyway, that's that. And this someone else is making this. They call it a cajon. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's basically a homemade wooden drum. I won't bother to explain that. It's a little too complicated for this little video. And somebody else is making. Okay, we just got disconnected. This is a little rough. You can see it needs to be sanded. We're going to put some hinges on here, and I don't know where at yet. Probably this way. And then it will open up like that. It's a simple little box, but it's important to them. Somebody else, this was supposed to be the Titanic. They didn't get to finish it, so I'm not sure what to do about that. This little device is a bench hook, and what it does, it pretty much eliminates the need for a clamp. I've got a clamp on, but it eliminates the need for a clamp. And we keep getting disconnected for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I hope this turns out. I don't know. I've never been in a place where I've had more trouble getting things done than here. I'm not sure why. I keep getting disconnected, and I'm not sure why. Oh my goodness. Anyway, book. Anyway, I'll show you real quick. This is basically a bench hook. I can take this clamp off. And I don't know, you get a piece of wood like like this piece right here, and there's a hook here, like a piece of wood here. Traditionally, they are actually hooked. And I won't go into explaining that, but they actually had a hook. Ow, maybe that's why. Anyway, they had a hook, and so what you do now is you just it connects to here. Let me make sure you can see this, but it connects to the bench, lays flat. This part is hooked to the bench, so when you're playing that way, with this up against the other block, stop block, then it stays. So you don't need a clamp, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You don't need a vise or anything like that. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Just a little. You know, these little shavings. You know, but that. I don't think the student that made this realizes how important it is. I was trying to get 2 done, ideally 2 or 3, but that just saves a ton of time in trying to plane something. That is one of the most shop. So, but I'm trying to clean up. This is my birdhouse that I started this last summer, and I haven't been able to get to it yet. And one of the students, I think they grabbed my, let me see real quick. I'm pretty sure they grabbed the tops and the bottom. That's all right. I can plane some more, make some more. Just put a lot of work into it. And I was actually going to use it as an example for the rest of the class to make their own birdhouse. So I think that goes. These might be actually I think those are that's the roof. So I'm missing the sides, I think. Anyway, I have to get the plans out and look at the measurements. But yeah, so I'm missing what, 3 pieces? That's all right. They made something good. Yeah, that's okay. They made some kind of sign. They were really proud of that. So anyway, I just want to give you an idea of what we're up to, what I'm up to. I haven't made a video of the shop in a long time, so it's kind of a mess right now. But I made a little shelf up there to put all the power tools on, mainly sanders and drill and the jigsaw. I'll probably change that. I'm going to get rid of these. That one, the tall one, I'll keep. That big monster, I'm going to get rid of. It takes up too much space. Put that outside. And that way I can put the spring pole lathe in here. And we don't have to move that thing. That's all. That's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make this work. But I got a lot of work to do. So just want to give you an idea. I might put this on YouTube in addition to this. Took the table off. I took that folding table, folded it up. I'm going to put that outside and try to bring the tables. You can't see them, but the workbenches that are outside, I'm going to try to see if they will fit in here. I'm not sure I can do it. This shop is so. But I got a lot of work to do. As you can see, this is loose. This is the main workbench, and it needs to be stabilized. I didn't have a chance to get to that. So cool. We made some cool bowls with that. I wish I had time to show you what I could do with that now. Be cool if I could. Yeah, that's her project. I better not make plans on her project. But I want to show you this. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything with this, but have some resin in here, and we were just goofing around. Put a leaf in here, and I'm thinking about filling it with resin. And I don't know if you can see this. There we go, right about there. Thinking about filling this up with resin all the way to the top, then lathe it out and lathe the rest of this and see what kind of bowl I can make. But this wood is so hard to, man, it's dense. Wow. That's just a tough wood to work with. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might hook it up to the lathe. I might not. It's not flat back here. I don't know. We'll see. I might just leave it like that. I don't know. That was some leftover resin, by the way. That's why I poured it in here and put a leaf in there. But I am going to make a bowl with a leaf in there and put some resin in it and make it really translucent, where it's really just a slight hint of a color, like blue or green, or, and then that way the resin will have like a, almost like a, I'm hoping it would be almost like a light, like a almost like a skylight, not skylight, but a stained glass window, and you see the leaf at the bottom of the bowl. That would be cool. We'll see. See if I have the time to do all this in 2 weeks. Boy, I have to clean this up, make a wood rack. I've got Lowe's promising to give us some wood, donate some wood to us, but I have to have a place to store it, which means this is one of the, this was originally going to be filled with resin, and then we were going to sand it, but she put too much dye in the resin, so you couldn't see anything. So I told her, all right, well, just take all the excess out, pour it in a cup, and that's how I wound up pouring it in the bowl. But this is pretty cool. I mean, I like it. She likes it. And it's super shiny. She burned some little flowers in there, and it's kind of like a little, she want to make a coaster out of it. I don't know, maybe I'll make some resin up and put it in here. It still might be able to be used for a coaster. I might be able to put a coat in here, you know, another layer of resin in here and finish it up, make it real translucent again. We'll see. Right now it's just clear, shiny. I think it still looks cool. Yeah, she forgot to pick that up, so I'm gonna leave it out here and give it to her when school starts back. There's some other projects somewhere around here. One of the sixth graders. This is actually going to be a flute, and this was turned on the spring pole lathe. Make sure you can see this. Yeah, this was turned on the spring pole lathe, and we've got quite a bit of work to do on this. Put a little slight design on it. Oh, it's kind of dark. I don't know if you can see that, but a little bit of a concave, like a little, I forgot what they're called. Just a little design. So what we have to do next, and she accidentally shaved too much off right here on the shave horse, so we just turned that into a part of the design. What I have to do next is I'd like to hook it up to this lathe and round it, get it completely round, or do it on the spring pole lathe. If I do that, I'll make a video. I think I'll do that. I think I'll put it on the spring pole lathe, make a video, and show you how that's done. But then I have to put it on this lathe somehow. I think I can do it. I'm not 100% sure I can, but I need a chuck. We don't have one, and they're like $150. Because the chuck would hold it in place. I'm trying to figure out how to do it without a chuck. You can make a wooden faceplate, do the same thing, but we'll see. Excuse me. So anyway, and then back here will be a drill. There's an attachment to the tailstock, and we'll just drill a hole all the way through. Excuse me. We'll drill a hole all the way through, and then start drilling our holes on top to, for the fingering hose. So that is going to be cool when we're done. When we're done, and I hope I can make a video to of her playing it or me playing it. One of us is going to play it. I have to make sure I have permission from the parents to put it on video, but we're going to do that. We're going to probably make a lot of these next class, next semester. A lot of these birdhouses, we're only going to really focus on 2 projects. The flute and the birdhouse for personal projects, and then we're all going to do a community project. So I guess we'll have 3. And yeah, we're getting there little by little. A lot of work to be done. We still need a lot of tools, man. We need more for carving out spoons and bowls. We need more of these desperately. They're not the best, but they'll get us through till we can get the really good stuff, good tools. And yeah, we need some of those, because you can use, and actually the student that was working on this actually used this one to carve out some of the bowl section of her coaster. I don't know, you could use it as a, change coaster. I don't know, we could do all kinds of stuff. So we need more tools like this. We'd probably need at least 3 more of these, and about, I'm going to guess right around about 8 to 10 more of these. That's a, I keep forgetting the name of it. It's a hook, spoon hook, I think. Spoon hook. And I forgot the name of this one totally. It's a bowl gouge, bowl hook. I have to look those up and remember them. I think I've looked them up like 20 times. I keep forgetting them. So, yeah. So I will call it Bowl Master and Spoon Master. So yeah, a lot of work to be done. A lot of work outside, which I can't show you because it's night. I'm getting ready to go home. But let me take this off the tripod. There we go. So this bench, well, it's covered with things right now, but this little bench, one of the sixth graders, man, they really went all out. It's not perfect. He cut it by hand, and he didn't use these miter hookups. He didn't use these miter hookups. We've got 2 of them because I guess he didn't know we had them. Otherwise, he could have had a better cut. But I mean, it's his first time. There's 3 or 4 boys working on this, and first time. So I think I'm proud of them. They're happy. They actually had it all done, and the last day of class, they were carrying it in over here to work on it, and they dropped it, and it busted, and it made the glue joint come apart. So we tried to remedy it by putting these dowels in there, and I don't know if it's this side or the other side, but without the glue giving it some strength, the legs just want to move. All these legs, there's like just a 2x4 bench basically. So I think what I'm going to do is buy a 1x8 piece of pine and put it on top. That's going to make it look nice, and I might like face these with not pine but poplar, put it on top, and then put poplar for 1x4 poplar here. Just cover it up. I mean, it's nice like this, but and the reason for the poplar would be to give it some structural strength so it wouldn't fall down. Either that, or we're going to put 2x4s on top of here. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna put it out there somewhere by the playground. I got so much work to do, and I've got to make a wood rack for all of that, and I have to make a wood rack, a good size wood rack for the wood that Lowe's is going to donate to us. So I've got my hands full. Plus, I have to get another part-time job because yeah, I lost a lot of money this month. So gotta have money. Anyway, I think that's about it. Got a lot of work to do, and I won't have. I may come in tomorrow for a little bit, but I'm not going to have much time till Wednesday. Pretty much have Monday and Tuesday off because of Christmas. So yeah, we got some work to do. But that's it. I think I'll take this off of here and say goodbye. Yeah, I think that's it. So you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.